Hi friends, welcome to Prisara. So in this video, I'm going to show you the latest trending concept, the embroidery work with ribbon flowers. So first, I'm just tracing the design. So it's a very simple design, and it's very useful for beginners to start with this concept. So I'm going to attach net fabric, and I'm going to show you how we can first how to attach with neat and perfect finishing. And I have also given you all the ideas, a professional way on how to do it neatly. So based on this concept, you can try number of designs, and I have also attached a few pictures to show, to give you some ideas to try some designs. And this tracing paper is also available in my blog, so blog link is given in the description below, and all the pictures of net embroidery is given in the blog, so you can check, and whichever you like you can try it. So now you can see this is a brocade fabric. So usually for a brocade fabric, you can choose the net embroidery design because since already the fabric is full of designs, when we cut that fabric, attach the plain net, and when we do the design will look elegant. So now I'm attaching the net fabric. Hold and fix the net tightly. Otherwise, once you remove after the work, when you remove the cloth from the cot or the frame, the net fabric will be loose, and the finishing will not be good. So you have to pull it tightly, and I'm just putting rough chain stitches, and I'm fixing the net fabric where I need that, in which place it has to come. Just little excess I'm attaching, and after attaching the more remaining excess fabric, I'm just cutting it off. So now I'm going to use the gold zari and put chain stitches for all the outlines. So first, which place the net has to come, you need to not exactly attach the net, you have to leave some extra space and attach it. So you can see, like all the four sides I have left extra space and attached using the rough stitches. I have attached the net fabric tightly, and now wherever the fabric is going to be cut, that is the blouse fabric is going to be cut, you need to put all chain stitches with zigzag stitches, because only when you put zigzag stitches for the cut work it will look neat. And also when you put zigzag stitches, the cut work is the cutting is very easy, and the stitch will look embossed, the outline will look embossed. So always whenever you do cut work, put chain with zigzag stitches, and chain with zigzag stitch, the zigzags should be very close, and it should be close, like the embossed look should be shown. It should not be wide, the zigzag stitches should not be wide, it has to be very closer. So you can see I'm putting chain stitches first, and then I'll be doing the zigzag stitches. So for this inner part and also for the outer part and all the flowers, I'm going to put the chain with zigzag stitches, and also for the neck outline. Now after doing that, to cut the fabric, it is very easier, and also the finishing will be very easier. Usually for cut work we used to do the chain with zigzag stitches and then apply the fabric glue, allow it to dry so that it becomes as a sealing agent, and now it is easy to cut the fabric. Now in this method I'm going to show you another professional way to get a neat finishing, and also to save time by not applying the glue and then allowing it to dry. So we can save some time with all those process by skipping all those process, yet getting a very neat finishing. So I'm going to show all those techniques in this video, so watch the video fully, and you can try the same design as it is, because it's a very simple concept. There is a simple design. The concept is a new trending because many even brides likes the work on the net embroidery. So many people, they request, they wanted the net embroidery. So I have attached a lot of designs also at the end of the video, starting from a simple design to a bridal design. You can combine like 3 or 4 concept or 2 or 3 concept for the same blouse, and you can try. For example, in this blouse I have combined the concept of net embroidery along with the ribbon work. And for bridal blouses you can combine few concepts like net embroidery with palak design or the face embroidery, or you can even combine net embroidery with 3D work. So I have attached a few pictures for your idea as well. So all these concepts you can combine and you can create new designs. So only when you know the concept exactly on how to do, you can neatly give the finishing, and also you can combine three or four concepts together in a same blouse or a lehenga or a kurti, and you can come up with a new designs. So that is how we keep creating new designs in the market. So this concept, once you learn professionally and correctly, and you can try, and you can apply this concept in some other designs, and you can try some new designs. So now you can see I'm just putting chain stitches for the neck outline. This is a boat neck concept. So same net embroidery, many people think we can do only in boat neck. It's not like that. Even for U neck design, you can come up with a net embroidery concept. I have also attached designs using U neck. You can check those designs. We have done a lot of designs using net embroidery because our recent clients are all impressed only with the network and they requested for network, and we have done a lot of designs as well. So if anybody wants to customize your blouses, you can also contact us. We have worldwide shipping, and also since we are manufacturers, you will be getting at wholesale prices. Even single blouse you can get it customized at wholesale prices. If you are a bride, if you're going to be a bride, if you have multiple blouses to be customized, you can definitely contact us, where you can save 30 to 40% from boutiques when you have to pay a lot to a boutique. We also have a manufacturing unit, a home boutique, but we will be giving it at wholesale prices. So if you're in Bangalore, you can directly visit our unit, or if you're out of Bangalore or out of country, you can use the courier services. Or from Bangalore, if you're little far away, you can just use the Dunzo facilities. We have courier options and all available. For international, we are tied up with DHL, so you can, for many shops, tailor shops, boutiques, and like resellers or people who are willing to start a boutique or a small shop, we help them with wholesale prices by giving bulk orders. So not only the blouses, we also have kurtis, lehengas, and much more collection. So any design you wanted to get it customized, and if you give me the budget, I can customize and deliver it to you. So now you can see for the inner shape, the inner lines also I'm giving the chain with zigzag stitches. So the zigzag has to be very close to each other, so that after the cutting the fabric, that zigzag will look embossed and it will be very nice. So if anybody is willing to join my online RE embroidery classes, you can contact me. The main difference between other institutions and from Prisara is that it is, once you learn, even if you learn 60 stitches or 100 stitches, the count doesn't matter, and it is of no use once you learn only the stitches. In other places, or even when I learned embroidery 10 years back, I was just taught 60 stitches with lines. So they used to take a cloth, they draw lines, and on the line they will teach me chain stitch. The next will be double chain stitch, like chain with zigzag stitch. So the names will be written, and below that the stitch will be there. So after the class was over, I learned 60 stitches, and once the class was over, when I have to do a design, like when I have to do a mango design or when I have to try a peacock design, I was not sure on which stitch I have to use for the body, which stitch I have to use for the feathers, which stitch I have to use for the head. So I was confused and I was not having much knowledge on how to apply the stitches in a design and how to get a perfect finishing. Just doing the stitches in a line is easy, but applying that in a design to get the exact, the bend, the curves, and the sharp edges, all those gives you a good finishing. So those are very important. So learning the number of stitches in a line doesn't matter. You can learn 100 stitches, 200 stitches. The count also will not help you at the end when you try to do a design. So when I have to try a design, it was very confusing, and at that time there were no much pictures in the internet also available, so that I can just try those designs. Now if you can see, we have plenty of pictures available in Instagram, Facebook, and in Google. So it is easier to just see and try those stitches, but at those time it was not available. Even though if it is available, it is not good that you can just see your design and try exactly the same. It has to be creative, and according to the client's requirement you have to create the design, and you have to apply new stitches and try to create new designs. Only then you will be in the market, in trending. Otherwise, once you have to just copy a design, it will not be a good, or clients will not be happy about it. Only when you create new designs and concepts, your designs will be new and fresh to the clients, and they will be liking it, and you can also be trending in the market. So to get all these things, and to avoid all the drawbacks which I had faced during after completing my course, I thought my students should not face any of these problems. They have to be more creative, and they should be able to fulfill all the client requirements, and they have to become success in their business. So for doing all this, I came up with my syllabus, which will start from the basic stitches. Along with the stitches, from the day one where you learn chain stitch, you will start designing with using the stitch. So you will exactly know how to apply the stitch in a design, and you will automatically get the bends and curves and the sharp edges. So at that time, if you have any doubt or if you're doing any mistake, I can correct you immediately. So it will not be a separate problem, like when you come to design, I'm not getting the finishing, I'm not getting the speed, my design is not perfect. So you will not get all those complaints, because from the day one you're getting trained on how to apply the stitches in a design, and what are the techniques you need to follow, or the tricks you can follow to get a perfect finishing. And also we will be starting along with the designing. So designing includes the tracing of the design. So once you see a picture, you need to know the techniques. There are different techniques, it's not only just one technique or two techniques. There are few different techniques where you can follow to trace the design exactly as it is in the picture. If a client comes and shows you a picture, and they wanted to customize the same design, you need to first trace it according to their measurements. So you should be knowing the drawing techniques. So even if you don't know how to draw, there are some techniques on how you can trace the design exactly like how it is in the picture. Or sometimes a client will show the picture and they just wanted to cut off few designs in that and add some other designs according to to their wish. For example, in this design, if they want to cut off the flowers and they instead wanted to add some mangoes or a birds or something, so you should know how to remove that and how to replace the design with a perfect finishing. It should not be like a cut and paste. So the design should be merged and it should be good. So we will be teaching you the techniques on how to trace the design and how to match according to their measurements, and what are the stitches you can apply. So all these techniques will be starting from the beginning. So it will not be a big deal when you complete the course. It will not be a big deal for you to try a new design, because you're already good in creating new designs and try new combinations of applying the stitches. And next comes the important thing is like how to choose the materials, what is a good quality material, and what are the materials to be used in which design. For example, if I use, since the sari is having a lot of colors, if I use a lot of colorful uh, the beads or chunky to my design, the work will not be good or elegant. So according to the client's requirement, I should have the knowledge of what materials have to be applied, and check the color combinations of the sari, and to choose the right materials in the right design and good quality materials. So we will also be giving a clear knowledge of the type of different type of materials, the different quality of materials, and how you have to choose the materials to apply in a design. So all these things it will be covered, so that it is very much easier for you to create some new designs of your own to be trending in the market. So if it is just not the stitches, embroidery is just not the stitches you want to learn, it is much beyond that. So the tracing process is very important, the drawing, the creating of designs are very important, and after that tracing, which can be made simpler and easier with the techniques, and then transferring the design to the fabric, and after that choosing what concept you're applying. Either you're going with a 3D work, or you're going with a net embroidery work, you're going with the embossed work. So choosing of the concept, choosing of the materials, and confirming the stitches, which stitches you need to apply, and finally finishing the design with perfect finishing and on time delivery. Also, we will be teaching you how to fix the prices for the clients. So once you complete this design, so how much you can quote, or if the client is coming up with a budget, can you create this design in 3000 rupees? So you should be able to complete the design which can be profitable for you as well, and also the client is happy with the design. They should not feel it's too costly. So accordingly, for that 3000, how to customize the design which they have shown. So we'll be teaching you how to fix the price and how to customize within the budget. So after completing our course, you can start up your boutique, or you can, if you're a tailor, you can upgrade your skills and you can start up your own business. Not necessary that you need to invest 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, put up a store or open a store. It's not necessary. Even just from home, you can start as a home boutique, and you can start your business online, and you can start earning money. It's not necessary you have to be only in India. You can be anywhere, any part of the world. You can easily join our online embroidery classes. As I told you from the beginning, we'll be teaching with all the techniques. It will include the designing part, the tracing part, and with all the techniques. So it is very easy, and also it's um, you will enjoy the course not just by drawing the line and applying the stitches in the line, so that which will be a little boring. But now my classes will be a little interesting, where you will be creative, you will be thinking of new stitches, how to apply the stitches, new designs you can be thinking, you can create, you can explore. So more options of the activities will be given, where you can, where you have the opportunity to explore more designs. So if you are interested to join my classes, you can join. We have the basic course to the advanced complete courses. So all the details of the course, like what all the stitches will be covered in each course, I have given it clearly in my website. The website link is given in the description below. You can just go to the classes page and you can check all the course details available, and the fees details available as well. So any part of the world you are, if you're interested to join the course, especially you have the summer vacation now, if you're planning to join the course, you can contact me for any queries. And once you decide which course you wanted to join, you can directly contact me. You can get the payment details, make the payment, and you can start the course. So easily just spend 1 hour a day, and by end of 3 months or 4 months, you can be a designer. So now I'm completing the chain with zigzag stitches for all the flowers, and also for the outer lines. So keep watching. Next I will be showing you how to cut the fabric with the neat finishing. So now you can see I have completed all the chain with zigzag stitches. So now with the needle I am holding the net fabric and I'm just cutting the brocade, that is the blouse fabric, from below. So I'm just holding the net fabric just because I should not cut both the fabrics together, so that you should not also pull the net fabric using the needle. Just hold the net fabric, and from below use a sharp scissor which you use only for embroidery. Do not use any home scissor or a kitchen scissor. Use only embroidery scissor where you cut zardosi, where you cut the fabrics. Use a sharp and small scissor. Do not use a big scissor. So always try to use the small scissor which is sharp. And you can see here I am cutting the fabric in the middle, in the center. I'm not cutting at the corners. So in case if you are applying glue, then you can directly start from the corner, because the sealing agent will already be there, so it's easy to cut in the corner. But here if you cut in the corner, the fabric's thread will be out and the finishing will not be good. So I'm cutting in between, and now I'm cutting like small cuts in between, and I'm just going to fold and stitch it. So I'm not going to cut the corners because of the raw edges, and I have also not applied the glue, but still I wanted a good finishing. So this is the technique where you can cut the fabric in the middle, and after that you can put small cuts in between the fabric and then fold and stitch it. Now you can see once I fold you get the neat and perfect finishing. So the cutting is over. Now I'll show you how to fold and stitch it. So in the edges, the flowers, you can just cut it, because if I cannot fold and stitch it, because on top of the flower again you will be getting stitches. So I'm going to cut this part, the flower part, and the side parts I'm just going to fold and stitch it. So this is the professional technique of not applying the gum and getting a neat and perfect finishing. So same technique you can follow for any design and you can get a very neat finishing. So I'll complete this process and I will show it to you. Please keep watching. So the flower part I have completed, and now I am folding the fabric on the sides, and I'm again using rough stitches using a white thread. I'm just putting a long stitches. These are just rough stitches I will be removing at the end. So I'm folding and I'm putting rough stitches and securing the fabric. So now you see the corners, the threads are not coming out. The finishing is very neat and perfect. So with the correct techniques, if you learn from the beginning the correct concept with the correct techniques, you will automatically get a neat finishing. There are few people who regularly calls me on a daily basis. They'll be inquiring if the classes are available only for perfect finishing and speed. So there is no any separate classes for the perfect finishing or speed. It means that you are not good with your techniques. So if you learn the techniques correctly, automatically the finishing will be perfect. Many students used to call me telling I have learned Ari embroidery, I know the basic, or I even know the advanced. I have learned it from this place or that place, but I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied because I don't know how to design, or I don't know how to fix the price, or I don't know how to start a boutique, how to get orders, where should I start, how should I start. So can you train me on only these part? So when students come and ask me only these, I used to tell you can take up the complete course where I'll give you discount because they already know the stitches, they already know the basic things. So again, they need not pay the full amount and spend their hard on money. So I used to give them like a 50% discount so that the main techniques they can get to learn from me, and they can start their business easily. We also support them on how to create their catalog once they complete the course, how to create their business profile, how to create their catalogs, how to promote their business, how to get orders, how to interact with the clients, how to get the orders, how to maintain their orders, time management, financial management. So everything is covered in our course so that it is much easier. It's like a spoon feed once you complete the course. It's like a spoon feed for you. Like what are the struggles I have faced, all everything I have given it for you very easily, which will be very useful for you without have to waste time, without have to research on anything. Everything will be given to you, which is very easy for you to start your own business. Now you can see there is a perfect finishing. I have folded the fabrics and I have secured it with rough stitches. Now I'm going to give the original stitches. So just next to the chain with zigzag stitches, I'm going to put a line of chain stitch, the perfect chain stitch, which is the perfect stitch, the right one. So after this chain stitch, I'm going to remove the rough stitches which I have put. Now the full finishing will be done. So you can watch it how I'm doing. Okay, so you can see I have completed the original chain stitch just next to the chain with zigzag stitch. So now I'm going to remove all the rough stitches. So I'm removing all the rough stitches. All the white thread I'm going to remove. And while removing, be very careful. Remove it slowly without damaging the net fabric, because once the net fabric is damaged, it is very difficult to again try to attach a new fabric or to try to hide the damage. It's very difficult, so always be very careful in net fabric, because already the net fabric will be having holes. So you need to be very careful while cutting or while removing the stitches. Now you can see I have removed all the rough stitches, and the extra fabric whichever is on the top, I'm just going to cut it off. Also be very careful while cutting this net fabric. Hold it tight and you cut. Do not cut the stitches or the fabric without damaging. You need to cut it very slowly. So hold it in one hand and cut it in the other hand, whichever is comfortable for you. There are like 2-3 methods on attaching the net. This is one method with a very neat and perfect finishing. So according to the designs also, sometimes the method will change. In next videos when I'm doing a net embroidery design, I'll show you the other techniques. This is a tutorial video, that's the reason I have completely uploaded the video. So in any place you have any doubts, you can just check the video and you can try the design. It's a very new trending concept. You can try it in blouses, kurtis, lehengas, and also for the sleeves, like simple sleeves or heavy sleeves, you can just try this. So now you can see the net fabric is completely attached with neat and perfect finishing. So all the rough stitches I'm removing it, and this is the final look. Now on top of this, any design you want you can do. For the flowers you can do any embossed work or 3D work, ribbon work. And also on this net fabric, if you wanted you can do the work, or only on the sides if you wanted you can do the work. So in this case I'm going to do some simple work on the side, that is on the brocade fabric, the blouse fabric, and also on the net fabric I'm going to repeat the same designs. So I'm going to use the blue color flowers and gold color flowers, because blue is the sari color. So I'm using blue color cut beads and chumki, and I'm forming a simple flower, and also the same way I'm using gold cut beads and gold chumki and forming another flower. So alternate blue and gold I'm using to make flowers. So that flower making is a very basic and simple work which even beginners can try it. So first for these big flowers, for all the leaf I'm completing with the sugar beads. That's the normal loading work, it's not a embossed work. Normal loading work with short and long stitches, I'm completing it for the leaf. And next I'll be doing the flowers with gold and blue color. So now all the sugar bead work is finished, and next I am marking the, like, with a half inch measurements or 1 inch measurements. You can mark, just put some dots, and next you need to attach the fabric glue and fix the stones. So here I'm using a high quality gold border kundan stones. This is also available in our website, which you can purchase it. So this is very important on how to use the materials. Some people or some students, they will do all the work very perfectly, but the materials which they use, for example in this case, instead of using the kundan stones, they will attach some plastic stone, which will reduce the quality of the work. So even though you're doing a net embroidery, the latest trending work, just by using a plastic stone, your quality of work will not be good. So it's always necessary to have a knowledge on what materials to be applied in the design. So you will have a good look after the finishing the design. The design will look elegant, and also people will love the quality of your work. So now I'm attaching the fabric glue, and then I'll be fixing the stones. So even if it is a simple design, always measure it correctly, like a half inch distance or 1 inch distance, whichever you wanted. Measure it and mark it, and you can do. Only then, for even for simple designs, if you start following the measuring techniques, your designs will look good. All the flowers will be of equal shapes, equal sizes, and the distance between each flowers will be the same. So always measure and create the designs. Even for a simple designs, always measure it and use. So all this will give you a perfect finishing. So after the kundan stones, I'm using, as I told you earlier, I'm using the gold cut beads and gold chamki for for one flower, and I'm using the blue cut beads and blue chamki for another flower. So alternate flowers I'm filling it. You can see even for the blouse, the brocade fabric, the outer line I have already done it, and now I'm doing it on the net fabric. So same I'll continue on the opposite sides as well. So always compared to designing on a normal fabric and to design on a net fabric, it's always time consuming, because on the net fabric you have to do it more slowly. So that's the reason I'm showing the work which is done on the net fabric. So doing it on the blouse fabric, it's as usual and normal, but on net fabric you have to be more careful and you have to do it slowly, and also the knots have to be put perfectly. You should not pull the thread, or otherwise the net will get damaged very easily. So you have to handle it very softly. So I'm completing all the flowers. So this materials which I'm using, the cut beads and also the chumkis, are very glossy, so the design will look very elegant. So finally the flowers are done, so I'll be completing on the other side as well. So now in between the big flowers, for the big flowers I'm trying a ribbon concept flower. So usually when client gives me an option to choose the design as I wish, sometimes the clients they trust on me completely and they say I wanted something different, a new concept, a new trending design. So I used to create or I used to try different things and I'll come up with something new design. So for this client again gave an option to me to create a new design. So I combined the concept of net embroidery along with the ribbon flowers. So I am trying a couple of flowers to check which suits the best. So here this is the first process which I am trying. These ribbons are very hard, so it was very difficult to stitch and to create the flowers. And also the flowers were bigger in size. So once I keep that flower in that circle, it was also hiding all the beadwork which I have done. To do a smaller flower than this, it was quite difficult because the ribbons were very hard. The flower is good, but it did not suit my design. So I decided not to try this design. And next I tried pink flowers. And then finally I came up with ribbon roses. So you can just watch the process which I'm trying. I am just adding these short clippings so that you can get to know we also try new concepts, and if anybody is interested to create new designs or if you want to try some new concept, you can contact us. We also customize the designs according to your wish. So now I have tried a different flowers. So I also tried to cover it up inside the circle, but it was quite difficult and also it was not so great. So finally we came up with the ribbon roses. So you can see the process. So these are the second variety of flowers which I tried, the pink ribbon flowers. And finally we decided to go with the ribbon roses with pearl beads in the center. So this is the final look. This is the sleeves part. So you can see different concepts with a good effect and like embossed work. So this is after the stitching. You can see the final look, the back and the sleeves. So this is a sari color. So matching to the sari, we have done the ribbon flowers and the sequence work. So the client really loved it and it was very unique and different. So the same design I have applied for another client without the ribbon roses, and also since the sari was a golden color, I used the shades of gold like the gold and the antique gold. So you can also use the same design and try with the different materials. So this is also a similar design just with some changes, and for the sleeves we have given the cut work design. So this is the final after stitching the design. And this is again a coffee brown sari, so I have done the same variety of design. So this is the U-neck design, so it's not necessary we have to do only in the boat neck. This is a U-neck, and on the sleeves I have given the cut work and in between the motifs. So this is for another client which we designed the same concept, and again a boat neck with a square in the center, and also for the sleeves we have cut it in the between and we have given flowers in the borders. So this is the final look after stitching. So I have given few concepts which we have tried, and this is again a boat neck with square with some flowers in the corners like a photo frame, and this is again the same concept which we tried now with little different one. So in between we have cut the net fabric and we have given the motifs, and this is again a net embroidery with kundan stones in the center, and this is again a unique concept where in the net we have done the trees and the birds. So again a different concept, and this is again a scallop design with the net embroidery with bride and groom's initials, the first letters. So this is again a beautiful embroidery, the trending bridal work. So again net embroidery with an eye shape, the center part is also cut. So this is again another masterpiece. So we have attached a net and we have given full silver work, and next is again a very trending design. So in the center alone the net fabric will be attached, and you will be getting the floral designs along with minute cut bead work. So the minute cut bead work on the net fabric is really time consuming work, but the final output you can see it's like very much elegant. And this is again a bridal blouse where I have attached the net fabric, and on top of that we have done all those deer designs. And this is again the heavy bridal blouse, the Rajarani concept with the net embroidery attached and the embossed the 3D work. And this is again a 3D work with the net fabric attached and the flower in the between with the 3D concept. So it's not necessary that only in the center you need to attach the net fabric. We have attached in the sides, you can see, and we have given small motifs. So this is again a designer blouse where the net fabric is attached, and for the sleeves you can see we have given the pearls. And this is again net fabric attached, and we have given lines on the net fabric which looks very elegant, and all these are very recent trending designs. This is again a bridal blouse with a palak design with Rajarani concept, and for the sleeves you can see we have attached a net and we have given the face embroidery work. This is one more bridal blouse which the net fabric is attached, and we have given a very minute work, zardozi work, knot work on it. And for the sleeves you can see a part is by net, a part is again for the blouse fabric, again it's a net fabric. So this is the final output, and this is not only the net fabric you can attach, you can even attach a sari fabric or any other fabrics also. So this is again a different concept where only in the side I have attached the saris color, again a silk cotton blouse which I have attached in the sides, and on that fabric we have done the work. So you can try different designs and concepts. Once you learn the concept correctly, you can try all this variety of designs. We'll be giving you a lot of ideas as well. So all these pictures are in my blog, and also the tracing papers are available in the blog, you can check it. And if anybody is willing to join my art embroidery classes, you can contact me, or if you wanted to even customize your blouses, you can contact me. For bulk orders and any business inquiries also, you can contact me. All the details are given in the description below. If you like this video, please do subscribe. Thank you.